Hey everyone, this is game 3 of a 4-game series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Texas Rangers. I'm using Stratomatic cards and dice and using the manual input on PC Replay Baseball. Let's get to the starting lineups. First, for the first place Tampa Bay Rays, coming in with a 66-53 record. Brandon Guyer will lead off and play in left field. Ben Zobrist will bat second and play in right field. Matt Joyce will bat third, and he's the designated hitter. Evan Longoria will bat fourth. He's the third baseman. James Loney will bat fifth. He plays first. Sean Rodriguez will bat sixth. He's the second baseman. Yunel Escobar will bat seventh. He's the shortstop. Kirk Casale will bat eighth. He's the catcher. And Kevin Kiermaier will bat ninth and play center field. Starting for the Rays is Chris Archer. For the Texas Rangers, who come in with a 40-79 record, just playing out the string, leading off and playing right field is Shin-Soo Choo. Batting second is the shortstop Elvis Andrus. Batting third and playing first base is Mike Carp. Batting fourth and playing third base is Adrian Beltre. Batting fifth and the designated hitter, Alex Rios. Batting sixth and playing center field, Leonsis Martin. Batting seventh and catching is, and what is his first name? Robinson Chirinos. Batting eighth and playing left field is Jim Adducci. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Rougned Odor. Pitching for the Texas Rangers is Miles Mikolas. Get the dice roller here. Using Stratomatic cards and dice, using the ball roller to roll the dice. All the results will be off Stratomatic cards, and I manually input all the action here, which keeps all my stats. It simulates all the other games, so I just have to only worry about the Tampa games. And we'll see what happens. So stepping into the box is Brandon Guyer. He's getting a rare start. 201 with a homer, 8 stolen bases. This is his 60th game, so we're ready to go. The roll is a 3-7. So we look under Brandon Guyer's card. And Mikolas is a right-hander. So 3-7. Guyer leads off with a base hit. So the leadoff man is on. Guyer is a B-rated stealer. And Chirinos has a -2 arm. We're not going to test him. Ben Zobrist will step in. That's a 4-8, so we look under the pitcher's card, and Zobrist for this at-bat's a lefty. And a 4-8 is not good news for Tampa Bay. That is a 4-6-3 double play. So he hits it to Odor, flips over to Andrus, back to Carp, and 4-6-3 double play now. Nobody on with 2 outs for Matt Joyce. It's a 1-4. We'll look under Joyce against righty. 1-4 is a ballpark roll. Joyce is a lefty, so 1-11 is a single. It is a 13. As you can see right here. The 20-sided die is a 13, so that is basically just a line out to Odor. And the inning is over. So the leadoff man gets on, but the double play kills that. We've played a half an inning here at the ballpark in Arlington. Chris Archer will now take the mound. 9-7 with a 3.86 earned run average. And Shin-Soo Choo will lead things off. Look under Choose card. Archer's a righty. We'll go to 1-8 on Chew. And that's a fly ball to center field. So he flies out to Kiermaier for the first out. Elvis Andrus will be the batter. That is a 2-9. And it's a split chance. 1-3 is a double. 4-20 is a single. It's a 12. So Andrus is on board, and he is going to take a steal opportunity here. He's going to try. He's a rating of A. So a rating of A is 1-15 chance. Now we have some reductions to do. So it's 1-15, but they're holding him on, so that drops it to 1-13. And then you add in the catcher Casale, and his arm's a +1, so it's 1-14. So he's got a 70% chance of making it. So we are going to roll again and look at the 20-sided die. 1-14. It's a 16. And Elvis Andrus has been caught stealing. So we go down to caught stealing. Since it is a left-handed batter, the shortstop is going to make the putout, so we'll say that is caught stealing 2-6. Big time. Nice throw down to second by Casale. Got him. 70% chance of stealing a base, and he got thrown out. So now there's 2 outs, nobody on for Mike Karp. It is a 6-6. We look at our Archer's card against the lefty, and a 6-6 is just a fly ball to left field. So that stolen base took away potential inning for the Rangers. We've played one at the ballpark in Arlington with no score. Nicholas back on the mound. He'll face Evan Longoria. It is a 5-9. 5-9 on the pitcher card versus a right-handed batter is a neutral power home run on Nicholas's card. And Evan Longoria, of course, has neutral power. So Longoria has just hit his 17th home run. And the Rays take a 1-0 lead. Home run, Evan Longoria. James Loney is the batter. It's a 3-4, and a 3-4 is a grounder to first unassisted. That's the first out, so he grounds out to Karp. And we go to 3 unassisted. Here's Sean Rodriguez. He homered yesterday. The Rays won yesterday 4-2. They've won both games 4-2, first 2 games of the series. It's a 2-8, and that is a strikeout. 2 outs for Yunel Escobar, who had yesterday off. 4-6 against the righty, and that is another strikeout. So Nicholas comes back and pitches well after giving up the home run, but the Rays do take the lead on the solo home run by Evan Longoria. After an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Adrian Beltre will lead things off as soon as I enter the K here. There we go. It's a 4-5. Beltre's a righty. 4-5 on Archer's card is a strikeout, so Beltre strikes out. And there's Archer's first strikeout of the game. Here's Alex Rios. He did not play the first 2 games of the series. He did pinch hit. Start, I should say. 6-7 against a righty on Archer's card is a ground ball to second base X. Sean Rodriguez is rated a 2, but the roll is low, so that's a 3. That might be a hit. 2 and a 3. Nope. It is a ground ball. Out. 1 and 2 was a single. 3 is an out. So he grounds out to Rodriguez. 4-3 for the second out. Here's Leonsis Martin. It is a 5-11 against the lefty on Archer's card. That is a ballpark roll. So we get the ballpark chart out. Against Texas, once again, a lefty is 1 through 11 for a single. The 20-sided die is a 3, so that is indeed a base hit. Now Martine is an A stealer, with Robinson and Chirinos coming up. So do we try to steal? And it looks like we will. 1 to 15, -2 for the runner being held on. 1 to 13, 1 to 14 for Casale's arm. Let's give it another shot. And he gets thrown out again! Kurt Casale. Caught 2 stealers. Caught Elvis Andrews and Martine. How do you like that? So it's going to be a caught stealing 2 to 4, and the inning is over. Casale bringing his A game behind the plate, throwing out Elvis Andrews and Leonsis Martine. And we go to the third, 1-0 Tampa Bay. Kurt Casale leading off. His batting card is terrible. The only way he gets any hits is if you roll a 3 against a righty, and he's got some doubles, a single. That's really about it. He's got some walks against lefties. So let's see if we can get the 3 column here. Nope, it's a 5-7 against a righty. But how do you like that? It's a base hit for Casale off of Nicholas's card, so he gets on. See, batting only .042. But that average will go up now because he's got a base hit. And he's not stealing because he runs with crap in his diapers. Kevin Kiermaier, the batter. He had a nice day yesterday. 2 for 4, homer, double. 4-8 against the lefty. Is a ground ball, second base A. And that means that is another 4-6-3 double play that the Rangers turn. Brandon Geyer, the batter, he singled his first at bat, but then was forced out on the Zobrist double play. It's 2-8, and a 2-8 is a ground ball back to Nicholas. That goes 1 to 3 for the third out. So Casale gets him on as the leadoff batter, but nothing happens. We go to, after I input 1 to 3, the bottom of the third. Chirinos will lead things off. It's a 5-9 versus a righty, and a 5-9 is a split chance. Normal power home run, which Chirinos does, is a 1 through 6. But the 20-sided die is an 18, so that's just a deep fly to left field. For the first out, Geyer makes the catch at the warning track. Here's Jim Adducci. It's a 5-11 versus a lefty. 5-11 is a ballpark roll, and it is a 5, which is within 1 through 11. For the ballpark in Arlington for lefties. So Adducci has himself a single. So the Rangers have gotten runners on base every inning. Adducci's not going to steal. And here's Rougned Odor. So Adducci on first. It's a 4-7 versus a lefty. That's a strikeout. Second strikeout of the game for Chris Archer. Here's Shin-Soo Choo, the top of the order. That is a 4-6 against the lefty. Archer finding the strikeout groove in this inning. He strikes him out to end the inning. And the Rangers strand a runner. So we have played 3 here in Texas. 1-0. Rays on the Evan Longoria home run. Zobrist, Joyce, and Longoria will be due up. And here's the pitch. It's a 5-5 versus a lefty. 5-5 is a pop out to first. So it's a P3. And here's Matt Joyce. As you can see, Mikolas's ERA is high, whip is high, but he's actually not doing a bad job. He's getting some decent rolls, except for the home run, of course, but it's doing better than I thought. This is a 1-2 versus a lefty. Versus a right-handed pitcher. So 1-2 is a line out to second. And there are quickly 2 outs, and here's Longoria, 1 for 1, with the home run. It's a 3-3, and he's just going to ground it to third. So he will ground ball out to his counterpart, Adrian Beltre, and a 1-2-3 inning for Mikolas. Bottom of the 4th, Archer back out on the mound against Elvis Andrus, who singled and then was caught stealing. It's a 3-12. 3-12 is a line out to second. I'll bring up Mike Karp. It's a 3-7. Strikeout. 2 away for Adrian Beltre. It's a 1-9 versus a righty. Wow. He has hits on just about everything in this one column against a righty, but he found the ground out to second on that roll. And Archer has a 1-2-3 inning. We go to the 5th. 1-0 Tampa Bay. This is Mikolas's point of weakness inning. So if he gives up a combination of 3 walks or hits, his point of weakness kicks in. And what that means is there are some dots on his card that alter the results. Like a strikeout with a dot next to it becomes a single. He's got some fly balls that becomes outs that become singles. So you most likely want to take him out, but we'll see what happens. James Loney to lead off. It's a 2-5. 2-5's a ground out to first. Did it again. Same thing he did in the second inning in his first at bat. Here's Sean Rodriguez. $111 is a ground out to short. So Andrus makes the play. And here's Yunel Escobar, who struck out his first at bat. 6-8, Mikolas's card against the righty. 6-8, struck him out. Strikes out Escobar again. Mikolas will get another inning. He's pitching well. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Archer's point of weakness is the 6th inning. Here's Alex Rios, who grounded to Sean Rodriguez his first time up. It's a 3-8, and this time he's going to fly out to Geyer. Here's Leonsis Martin. He singled and then was caught stealing. It's a 3-7. 3-7 is going to be another base hit. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to attempt to steal again, because I don't think Casale could throw 3 guys out. So remember, it's a 1-15 for an A-rated stealer. You subtract 2 because he's being held on, so that's 1-13. But then you add +1 for Casale's arm, and it's 1-14, 70% chance. And this time he makes it, and there could be a throwing error on Casale because it's a 1, 2, or a 3. So what we have to do here is, that's a stolen base. And now we look at Casale's card, and the throwing error is 1-4, so we roll again, and if the 20-sided die is 1 through 4, Martin will go all the way to third on the throwing error. It's an 18, so it's just a stolen base. So Martin steals second. Here's Robinson Chirinos. Martin will stay at second for now. It's a 5-11. And a 5-11 is a single, but we have a ballpark card, or a ballpark effect roll. And right-hander is 1-11 is a single, but that's a 17. So it's just a line out to short. So there's the ballpark effect taking place. It takes a single away. Here's Giammaducci. We're going to attempt Martin to steal again to get him the third. There's 2 outs. You don't want to make the third out on the base path, so no, we won't do that. Aducci, the batter. 4-4 against the lefty is a fly ball center field X. Kiermaier is a 2-rated center fielder. He's a 1-rated right fielder, but a 2-rated center fielder, but the roll is a 20. That is an out. That is an out. So it's just an F8 for the third out. And the Rangers strand a man in scoring position. We go to the 6th inning in the heat of the summertime in Texas, and we only have a 1-0 game. Took a little drink break, but I'm back. Kirk Casale will lead things off. Mikolas is in his point of weakness inning, which started in the 5th, but he had a perfect 5th, so same rules apply. Casale 1-for-1 with a base hit. It's a 3-6. He did get his 3 column, and it's a walk. So Kirk Casale leads off with a walk. Here's Kiermaier. Now remember Mikolas, if he gives up a hit or a walk and it adds to 2, 2 hits or walks, then his point of weakness kicks in. So let's see. 6-6 versus a lefty is a fly ball to center field. So that's 1 out. Here's Brandon Geyer. 6-4 versus a righty is a ground ball to shortstop X. Elvis Andrus is a 2, but that's a 1. That's a very low roll, so 2 and a 1 is a base hit, and a runner advances 1 base, so it just gets past him. And so now Geyer is on first, and Casale is at second. And that'll bring up Ben Zobrist. So 1 more hit or walk, and it's the point of weakness time. So the Texas bullpen is up and moving around. And if we look here, you can click on Mikolas' name, and here's everybody that's available. The players that are highlighted in the reddish color means they're tired. Tepesh is a starter. Colby Lewis is a starter. Martinez. You can see even J.P. Arancibia has pitched. This must have been in a blowout. But here's who we have available. So pretty much everybody, righties and lefties. So, and then if you click on, if you want a pinch hitter, Jennings, Forsythe, and Molina are the ones available on the bench. I believe a transaction took place today where Cole Figueroa was sent back to AAA, and they called up Brandon Gomes, a pitcher, so they're short 1 man on a bench. First and second 2 outs, or first and second 1 out. Let's see what happens here. It is a 2-11. A 2-11 is a ballpark effect roll. And Mikolas, I think, is going to like this because a left-hander, like you said, is 1-11 single But that's a 12, so it is a line out to Odor, who leaps and grabs it. 2 outs. Big out. Here's Matt Joyce. Now, do you want to bring in a lefty to face him? Claudio and Kotz are the 2 lefties. I'm going to roll the dice with Mikolas. He's pitched a good game. Let's see if we can get him through 6 innings. It's a 3-11. It's another ballpark roll, and it is a 2. So that's a single star. So it's just 1 advance. So the bases are now loaded for Evan Longoria. And now Mikolas is in his point of weakness, and he's given up a home run to Longoria. So we are going to be right back with the pitching change after this. All right, guys, you're back. The new pitcher on the mound is Sean Tollison. I have a chart here for the Texas Rangers relief appearances by inning, thanks to the Baseball Sim Research website. And in the 6th inning, Tollison was called upon 17 times, the most. So, as you can see, he's got a 2.89 ERA, he's 3-5, he's got a good whip, 2 saves, 74 2/3 innings pitched. He's going to face Evan Longoria, so we can't close the book yet on Mikolas, but we do know he goes 5 2/3, and so far he's only given up a run on 5 hits, but all 3 base runners are charged to him. Casali at third, Geyer at second, Joyce at first. So we had Casali leading off the inning with a walk. Then we had a fly out to center, a single by Geyer, a line out to second, and then a single by Joyce. So here the bases are loaded for Evan Longoria, who is 1 for 2. He homered in the 2nd, and he grounded out to 3rd in the 4th. So let's see what he can do here in the 6th. It's a big play. It's a 5-5 against a righty. And you're not going to believe this. A 5-5 against the righty is a neutral power home run, 1-15, a double 16-20. It's a 3. Longoria's got neutral power. He has just hit a grand slam home run. How about that? I marked it on Matt Joyce's. That's all right. Home run, grand slam, clears the bases. Just marking it on my score sheet here. And now we click on HR, and it's a 5-0 lead. And now you can close the book on Mikolas, and he went from 1 run given up now to 4, as the 5th run is charged to Tollison. Wow. Evan Longoria, 2 for 4, 2 homers, 5 runs batted in. If the Rays hold on and win, no doubt who the MVP of the game is going to be. So that blows it open a bit, 5-0. And here's James Loney. It's a 1-7, and that's a base hit. Tollison's not doing his job. Sean Rodriguez will be the batter. And if he can't get him out, then we're going to pull Tollison. It's a 2-10. Wow, that's a hit by pitch. Might be getting a little frustrated. So now the Rays have runners at first and second for Escobar. And we probably should get Tollison out. Well, just giving up the homer, the single. Hit by pitch doesn't count against point of weakness, so we'll let him pitch against Escobar. 1-9, and Escobar grounds back to Tolleson to end the inning. The Rays sent 9 men to the plate. 4 of them score on the Evan Longoria home run. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's the Rays 5, the Rangers nothing. Chris Archer now in his point of weakness inning. And Rougned Odor will lead off. It's a 4-10 against the lefty. And that is a ballpark roll, but it's a 12, so I automatically know that that's a line out to Sean Rodriguez. So that's an L4. 1 out for Chu, top of the order. Rangers have got to get something going. 2-11. And that's a hit by pitch. Wonder if we have a little scuffle going on here. 2 hit by pitches after the home run, after the grand slam. Here's Elvis Andrus. 5-7 versus a righty. Strikeout. It had a dot next to it, but he is not in his point of weakness. So that's a strikeout. Here's Mike Cart. 6-5 versus a lefty. Ground ball to the shortstop X. Escobar is a 4, so he's a below average shortstop. But it's a 13, and I think we're going to check his error rating. 4 to, no, we're not. 4 to 13, he makes the play. So that is a 6-3. And they go in order. And Archer is in cruise control right now. We will be right back for the top of the 7th with a pitching change. Back here for the top of the 7th, we have a pitching change. Roman Mendez will be the pitcher. And Kirk Casale will lead off. He is 1 for 1 with a single, a walk, and a run scored. He scored on that grand slam. It's a 5-8 against a righty on Mendez's card. That's a ground ball to second base X. Odor is a below average 4. So second base, we look for, and a 12. It checks his error rating because it does not fall within the range. So he has an error rating of 14. We roll again, check the first 2 dice. It's a 12. We add that up, 6 plus 6. Look under E14. That's an error. That is going to be a 1-base error on Rougned Odor. And Casale's on base again. So that's an E4. Here's Kiermaier. Now, Mendez is already in his point of weakness as soon as he comes into the game. But that does not count. And errors and hit batters and intentional walks do not count towards point of weakness. 5-3 against the lefty is a ground ball to the pitcher X. Mendez is a 4. So if you look under pitcher on the chart, 4 and a 14 does not fall within the range, so we have to look at his error rating. His error rating is 0. He did not make an error. So, an E0 is an automatic double play. So that's going to be a 1-6-3 double play. Second double play Kiermaier's hit into. Third overall double play for the Rays. Top of the order now, Brandon Guyer. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run scored. It is a 3-4. A 1, it's a split chance. 1 is a home run, 2 to 20 is a double. It's a 15, so that's a 2-out double. And Brandon Guyer is 3 for 4 in a spot start. Here's Zobrist. 5-5 versus a lefty is a walk. So the Rays again with runners on the bases for Matt Joyce. They're going to pitch to him. It's a 5-0 game. If it was a closer game, I'd put a lefty in. 2-5. Then he struck him out. So there you go. And that's the third out of the inning. So we go to the bottom of the seventh inning stretch time here at the ballpark in Arlington. Archer will go out for his 7th inning of work. In his 6th inning point of weakness inning, he only hit a batter. That doesn't count, so he's still good to go. Beltre will lead things off. It is a 6-7 versus a righty. It's a ground ball to Rodriguez, X. So Rodriguez is a 2. That is a 6 roll. So we go to second base. 2-6 is he makes the play. Range really comes into play. The defensive attributes of the fielders really do, and the Rays have a pretty decent defensive club. Escobar is probably the weakest one with a 4. He definitely is. Most have 2s except for Geyer and Casali. They have 3s. Here's Alex Rios. 2-7. Ground ball to the shortstop. He had homers and doubles and singles in the 2 column, and he finds the ground out to short. So things just not going the Rangers' way, as they really haven't for the entire season. Leonsis Martin. It's a 6-5 versus a lefty. Once again, we're going to check now. Now we're going to go to Escobar range, and he's a 4. But it's a high roll. So shortstop, 4 and a 16. He makes the play. So back-to-back plays made by Escobar, and Archer just is cruising. Really no reason to take him out right now. All right, so we go to doing some cleanup here on my score sheet. We go to the 8th, and Mendez, according to replay baseball, has one more batter he can face before he's tired. I kind of sometimes go with what they, their point of weakness and Stratomatic's is pretty even. So Evan Longoria is the batter, and this is the man of the hour. 2 homers, 5 runs batted in. Can he hit his 3rd homer of the game? We're gonna let Mendez pitch to him. It's a 3-5. Struck him out. How about that? You bum. All right, just kidding. 1 out. So now he's in his point of weakness on their game engine. And it's a lefty Loney followed by Rodriguez. Let's see who we got here. Feliz, don't want to put him in. Kotz, Klein. I'm going to take a timeout, and we're going to look to see who we're going to replace Mendez with. All right, Phil Klein is going to be the new pitcher. He didn't pitch that many innings for Texas. He only pitched like 17 innings. And you can see here he's only pitched 2 2/3. So they don't have a card for him. So what I do is, and thanks to David over at Baseball Demos, when they don't have a card, if the roll is a 1, 2, or 3, we automatically look at the batter card, so we don't even have to worry about Klein's card. But if the roll is a 4, 5, 6, then I use the replay baseball engine. So I'll show you how that works if we have a situation. So 1 out, James Loney is the batter. It's a 1-6, so we look at Loney's card anyway. 1-6 against a righty is a base hit. So Klein comes in, and his point of weakness is going to be 1. He's already in his point of weakness. All right, so here's Sean Rodriguez. All right, so now we have a 4, which is a pitcher's card. We don't have a card for the pitcher, so what we do is we go and toggle from manual input to the game engine now. I'll just move this over here. And I just let the game play it out. So we roll. It's a deep fly out to center field. That's it. Fly out to center, 2 away. Click on End Play. Escobar comes up. And let's just roll. In case it's a 4, 5, or 6, we can just leave it on this screen. It's a 6. So we play it again here. Ball hit to short. That's it. Ground out to short. Inning's over. So that's how you do it if they don't have a card. Don't have to do it that much. But at least it's there for you. So we go to the bottom of the 8th. 5-0 Rays. And Archer's going to come out for his 8th inning. He's been pitching well. Chirinos, Aducci, and Odor. It's a 2-5. 2-5 is a leadoff single for Chirinos. Can never get that guy's name right. So, here's Aducci. Who do we have on the bench? They're all righties. Soto's the backup catcher. Well, they've got 2 catchers there in CBS. We're going to leave Aducci in. He has singled and flied out to center. 4-5 versus a lefty. Struck him out. 1 away. Rougned Odor. 1-3. That is a ballpark figure, and that is going to be a single. So we have runners at first and second for the top of the order, and this, if he gives up another hit or a walk, he's going to get pulled. So first and second, see if the Rangers can get back into this ball game. It's a 3-4, and a 3-4 is another ballpark roll, and it is another single, and it's a ballpark effect, and it's only a 1-run, 1-base advance. So now the bases are loaded with 1 out for Elvis Andrus, and that is it for Chris Archer. So he had been cruising, and we'll be right back with the pitching change. All right, pitching change. Kirby Yates is on the mound. 2-1 with a 1.99 earned run average. He picked up a save, his first save a few nights ago, so he's done a really good job in relief. And since this is a 5-run game right now, I'm going to keep the guys out like Balfour, Boxberger, McGee. Chris Archer went 7 1/3. No runs on 7 hits, but just like Mikolas earlier, the 3 runners are his responsibility, and Mikolas, all those three base runners scored on the grand slam by Longoria, and so now here's Elvis Andrus, not really much of a home run threat. He does have 5 homers though in this replay. He only hit 2 in the real 2014. So let's go, righty on righty. It's a 1/6 and a 1/6. How about that? Hello, Kirby Yates. It's a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. The Rays, who have hit in 3 double plays, finally get one of their own. The 1/6 on Elvis Andrus' card is a ground ball, shortstop A. So a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Great job by Kirby Yates. We go to the 9th. Tampa Bay 5, Texas nothing. All right. Kirk Casale will lead things off. We'll keep Klein in there for right now. Wow, real golden opportunity for the Rangers to get back into the game. They couldn't do it. 4-9, so we go back to the replay baseball engine. Leaping catch by Andrus. So Casale got a hold of one. Like I said, guys, replay baseball is fantastic. I play the baseball games just different ways, and I also play replay baseball, so it gives you a nice visual. Leaping catch, so versus a lefty it would have been a single, but versus a righty, it's a leaping grab. So Casale got a hold of it and ripped it, but it's an out. 1-8. So now we go back to manual input. And a 1-8 versus a righty. And Kiermaier likes his 1 column. Home run 1-10, triple 11-20. It's a 13. So that's a 1-out triple for Kiermaier. So runner at third. I would say the infield is probably playing in, even though it's 5-0. I don't want to give up another run. So we'll say the infield is playing in. It's a 3-9. Doesn't matter, struck him out. 2 away. Here's Zobrist. So Klein has gone an inning and 2/3. And he's got to he's okay. He's not disappointed with this yet. 1-10 is a foul out to the catcher. Good job in relief by Klein. Give him a couple innings out of the bullpen. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It is 5-0 Tampa Bay. And let's see, we got. I'm going to keep Yates in the ballgame. He only pitched to 1 batter. And Mike Karp will lead things off. It's a 4-8 versus a lefty. A single 1-6. A line out to second, 7-20. Rangers not getting any rolls. Line out to second. So the Rangers are down to their final 2 outs. And when you're in a pennant race, the Rays need to beat teams like this. The Rangers are having a horrible season. Here's Beltre, 6-6. It's a split chance. 1-8 is a double. 9-20 is a single. It's 14, so he does get a 1-out single. Here's Rios. It's a 4-5. Struck him out. Rangers now down to their last out. Leonsis Martin. It's a 4-5 against the lefty. Struck him out. And the ball game is over. Now you see the screen, gives you the winner, the loser, the save, and the MVP. See, Chris Archer gets the win. He's now 10-7. Miles Mikolas gets the loss, 1-4. Kirby Yates gets his second save because he came in with the bases loaded in the 8th inning, so it is a save opportunity. Evan Longoria is the MVP, no doubt about that. Click to go to the box score. We see that Brandon Geyer was 3 for 5. Zobrist 0 for 4. Joyce 1 for 4. Evan Longoria 2 for 4. 2 homers, 5 runs batted in, 2 runs scored. Loney 2 for 4. Sean Rodriguez went 0 for 3. Escobar 0 for 4. Casali went 1 for 3. Kiermaier 1 for 4. And let's see, for the Rangers, you had Martin 2 for 4. Not much going on their side. Let's see, gives you the batting. Geyer, his 17th double. Kiermaier already with 7 triples. Longoria shows you the 2 homers. 2nd inning off Mikolas. No on, no out. And then the 6th inning bomb off of Tollison with 3 on. So, RBIs, that makes Longoria go up to 54. 2 out, 2 for 7 runners in scoring position. Just tells you everything, really. No extra base hits by the Rangers. It says Shu was hit by the pitch. It's hit by a pitch by Archer. So was Rodriguez. Double plays. Boy, did the Rays pick a good time for their first double play. Bases loaded, 1 out in the 8th inning. The 6-4-3 double play. Rays hit into 3 of them. Odor committed an error, his 8th. And here's the stat that shocked me the most. Caught stealing. Elvis Andrus and then Leonsis Martin. And you can see Andrus has been caught 13 times, Martin 10. But to get caught stealing off Casali, who's not a very good catcher in terms of throwing out base runners, is pretty impressive. Martin did manage to steal a base, though. Chris Archer went 7 1/3, no runs, 7 hits. He didn't walk any, and he struck out 6. Kirby Yates, an inning and 2/3, just gave up the 1 hit, struck out 2, picks up his 2nd save. Mikolas, the hard luck loser, 5 2/3, 4 runs, 5 hits. Tollison, though, was the one that gave up the grand slam that ballooned his earned run up to 4. He walked 1, struck out 3. He really didn't pitch that bad. Tollison did not pitch well. He gave up the grand slam. Mendez came in for an inning and 1/3, and Klein came in for an inning and 2/3. So 3 innings of shutout relief for Mendez and Klein. And it gives you kind of fun stats down here. MVP of the game's Longoria. Time of the game, 2 hours, 42 minutes. And the hit batters, there was no balks, no wild pitches, no intentional walks, and that's it. If you go up here, another neat feature, series stats. This is game 3 of a 4-game series. Tampa Bay leads 3-1, and they've outscored the Rangers 13-4. So the Rangers have only scored 4 runs in 3 games in Texas. So they are really struggling. You go back to the box score. We'll close that out. And that's it. From Rangers Ballpark in Arlington, the final score, the Tampa Bay Rays 5 and the Texas Rangers nothing. The Tampa Bay Rays are now 67-53. The Rangers drop to 40-80. Hope you enjoyed it. A little Stratomatic cards and dice with PC Replay Baseball. Good night, everyone.